Yeah, see you later on. Yeah. See you a bit later on.
Yeah, bye.
You bastard.
Oh, the camera's expensive, you know.
Well, you broke your arm, would be worse.
Yeah. Intuition from grandfather.
Still home.
Yeah, took the bike up the school on Friday.
Yeah, you say.
Rode around the school field.
I bet you probably would have been a hero, like.
Oh, we were. Massive champions, we were.
Yeah.
Right, I'm here with Richard Hull, international grass track, long track and speedway rider. Richard, European Championship semi-final today. How do you fancy your chances?
Yeah, I think I've stand a very good chance. Practice didn't go too well yesterday. I just didn't feel like I was on the pace, but today's a different story.
Have you done many meetings in this country this year at all?
Yeah, I've done 2 meetings. One I was unbeaten and the second one I should have been unbeaten, but I snapped a front wheel spin though, which was unlucky.
Now, several years ago, Richard, you sort of stopped, you disappeared almost from the grass track scene, and you've returned quite recently. What's the reason behind that?
I want to get back in the World Championship and I feel that I need to do more English meetings to get myself noticed abroad again.
Lots of riders talk about the difference between the continental meetings and the British grass tracks. Do you think there's a lot of difference, or is it not as much as people make out?
Yeah, there's a lot of difference. There's a lot of work goes into track preparation, and the meetings have run a lot easier. And I don't know, England's England. I don't think it'll ever change.
So do you think, why do you think that riding on our British grass tracks helps you perhaps for the World Championship?
For me personally, it helps because you're racing week in, week out and you're not travelling abroad, but it'd be nice if England could get a permanent track where you can say, right, we're going to go there, but maybe it'll happen one day.
And you've been riding speedway this year as well as the grass track. How's your speedway been going?
Yeah, the speedway's going really well. I've upped my average by a lot and I seem to be on a mission at the moment, so hopefully I can carry it on today.
Excellent. Well, good luck for today, Richard. I'm sure you'll stand a good chance. Hope everything goes to plan.
Thank you. Cheers.
Right, I'm with international rider Paval Ondrasic from Czech Republic. Pavel, we haven't seen you on the British grass track for a long time. Can you remember when your last British grass track was?
Not sure. It was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago on a European final in Springfield. I think it was the last time when I was over here.
Now, we've already spoken to somebody else and they've said that the British grass tracks are quite a lot different to what you're used to on the continent. How does it suit your riding style at all?
I will answer after the meeting because I think it was same for everybody yesterday, and it's a little bit difficult, a little bit different like you said, and we see how is it going on, so I can't really say now.
Now, many people might know that Pavel was a regular for local Trelawney Tiger Speedway team. There must be quite a few people looking forward to seeing you race today. Have you met any of the Trelawney fans so far today?
Yeah, I met quite a bit, so I think maybe minimum like 30 people already say hello to me, so I'm glad to be back, see the friends, so what I did, and I go home tomorrow and hopefully in one piece and do some good scores.
Now it's interesting, it's a European semi. Do you think it's more important just to qualify, or are you out to win the meeting?
No, I think the main important is the qualify, so you need to concentrate, so you can lose maybe 1 point, but it's be, I think, important for meeting to be consistent all 4 or 5 heats.
How has your form been on the continent this year? Have you been going well?
No, so it's a little bit struggling, so I would like to qualify, but if not, so I'm not will be sure myself.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck today, Pavel. I know there's lots of people rooting for you today from your Trelawney days, so good luck today. Hope everything goes to plan.
Thanks a lot and see you soon.
Right, I'm here with one of the British young hopefuls, Tim Nobes. Tim, you're just waiting for practice. How are you feeling?
Well, I haven't actually had practice. I was one of the riders who we had an engine blow up in the van yesterday morning, so I haven't actually seen practice, but I've watched I watch the side. I know you can't learn much from the sidecars, but you can see what the track conditions are going to be like. And I mean, it's no different to any normal British grass track. It's a grass track, is what it is.
It's interesting you say that, Tim, because of course we're used to seeing you racing up and down the country at club meetings, and you're rarely out of the top 3 at any of those. Do you think that gives you a distinct advantage today because it is a traditional British grass track?
Yes, it's like when I've been abroad, I'll get the odd race win, but it's not as consistent because it's such a high demand when you're with this calibre rider all the time. But I mean, hopefully I can use it to my advantage. It's a surface I'm used to, week in, weekend out. So hopefully I can make that my advantage.
Hopefully so. There's a lot of people rooting for you, Tim. Now, do you think that there is a lot of continental experience here as well as some young guys? Is there anybody in particular that you think might be a threat, or are they all just there to be beaten?
Well, you're in the European, so everyone who's here is a good rider, so there's no bad rider, there's no easy rider to beat. They're all tough. But I mean, you know, you got the experienced campaigners, then you got the young guns, but we all want to beat Lariol, so it's going to be a tough race. Hopefully I can get there. Prove I didn't need practice.
Is Lariol a place you've been before, and have you had any success there before?
Lariol was the very first track I ever been to, and I did have, well, I think I was fifth there, but I mean I finished top Brit at that one, but that was a really eye-opener. I mean, I rode it completely different to how you have to ride it, but yeah, I'd love to go there again for the final, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, of course, you've got to get through the qualifier today first. Do you think that, it's hard to ask this question, Tim, because I don't think I've ever seen you not try and win a race before, but do you think that qualification's important, or will you be going for the win?
Obviously, everyone likes to win, but obviously top 6, well, preferably top 4, so you don't have to do the B final to get into the A, but top 6 is the target, hopefully being in the top 4, but we'll see how it goes. If not, it's always next year. I mean, I think I've got quite a few years left to have a go at it, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we can get some more Brits into the final at Lariol.
Well, let's hope so, Tim, because of every weekend, really, you're entertaining people. You're really the future of the grass track at the moment. So let's hope that you get into that European final at Lariol, and I wish you all the best.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
But I'm here with Dutch rider Jeffrey Woortman. Now, Jeffrey, it's the first time I've seen you in this country. Have you raced in England before?
No, I never raced in England before. It's the first time here.
What are your first impressions of our British grass tracks?
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty rough racing, and that's what we got in Holland also.
Yeah, it's quite. It looks like it might get quite deep later, and I think that might suit you guys from Holland because of, as I understand it, you have some deep tracks as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of deep tracks, and I think this is going to be also a deep track.
Now, how do you fancy your chances for qualification today? You have to get in that top 6. Are you going well at the moment?
Yeah, it's going good at the moment. It's my best scenes ever, so when I have a good start, I think I have a chance to get in the top 6.
Have you raced in a European final before?
No, never. First time.
So this will be your first time. Have you done the European semi before?
No, never.
So this is really your first time, so excellent. Best of luck to you then. You have your Dutch championship. Whereabouts sort of do you rank in the Holland championship at home?
Last year I was 7th in the Dutch championship, and this time I concluded 2nd place.
Excellent. Right, okay, so good luck for you today, Jeffrey. Hope everything goes well, and hopefully we'll see you in that top 6 at the end.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm here with experienced German rider Christian Hulshorst. Christian, we've seen you in Britain lots of times. Do you enjoy racing at our English tracks?
Yeah, I like the English tracks. They are very special. A lot of bumpy, and the clay is other condition than in Germany or in Dutch. But I like it.
Excellent. Now, lots of people say that the English have got a bit of an advantage because of what they are used to riding this sort of track. Is that something you agree with?
Sorry, and
lots of people that are watching think that the English riders will go better because they race on these tracks week in, week out. Do you think that the German riders are a good match to the English riders on a British track?
Today, yeah, I think. Okay, the British is normally the German riders in Germany a little bit better than the Dutch and the English rider, and the same in France. So they have a little bit home
advantage.
Home advantage here, the English rider, yeah. But we all international rider, and we ride a lot of time on many tracks, so I think it will be hard, but it will be goals, yeah.
Now you've been in a European final before, is that right?
Yeah, many times. I ride from 99 international class, and I lost the final only 3 times. The rest of the years I stay in the final. Yeah.
What's your best result to date in this competition? What's the best you've ever done in this competition?
The 7th place.
7th place, very good. You're
Yeah.
very fast then. So hoping to qualify today, are you hoping to win today?
That is not the premier. Yeah. The premier one is go into the first 6, and then I can go to the podium. So it's a nice gimmick, yeah. But the first in first row is the qualification.
Excellent. Well, I'm sure you're certainly capable, Christian, and you've got plenty of experience racing in England. So good luck today, and I hope everything goes very well.
Thanks.
Poor bloke thought he was having a quiet day when he came.
Aye.
He was half dropped when he saw your man.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the British national anthem? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to Cornwall for the UEF third semi-final. The top 6 today go through to the final in Lariol in 2 weeks' time. Susanna Huttinger from Mid Cornwall in Austria. Welcome, Susanna, very much this evening. And our delegate, Dee Star from the ACU. And the clerk of the course from the ACU as well, Mr. Rob Smith. Right, we now move on then to the introduction of your riders. Please cheer for your favourites. Riding at number 3. No strangers in this part of the world. Rode for the Northern Speedway with a great deal of success. Representing the Central Public this afternoon, Paval Ondrasic. Riding at number 2 from France, Theo di Palma. At number 3, the European champion in 2005, 4 times British Masters champion, Woortman. Good morning, ladies and it will of course give you favourite number 4, third last year in the European final. Another former British Masters champion, rock star, Phillips. At number 5, from the Netherlands, Jerome Laspanase. Number 6, of course, was the last year, demonstrating British Grasstrack, number 6, Jerome Laspanase. Riding number 7, the reigning British Masters champion, won of course that championship in Cornwall last year, former British Under-21 champion, Denham. At number 8 is the all the way from Phillips, the racing this afternoon, Mid Cornwall. Moving on to Woortman at number 9, again from Finland, but pretty useful in practice, Paval Ondrasic. Jerome Laspanase. Number 11, winner of the support class, Woortman, winner of the Masters qualifying this year, Sheffield Speedway star, Richard Hall. On board, the one control on the ground is injured, so we go on the front of the lines. At number 13, only 19 years of age, the youngest competitor in the field today, England's Saunders. Number 30, extremely good practice, demonstrating his goodness from Germany, British Grasstrack. At number 16, one of the racing families from Germany, Nobes. At number 17, the second check on the start on in, And on the word this afternoon, again no stranger to these parts, rode for the end of the 14th for many years with a great success. As you can see him currently wearing the Plymouth Devils race jacket this afternoon. Now riding for the Devils in the National League, Mark Simmons. Those are the award again for this afternoon.
That's Jamie to walking away.
Like me, I'm very photogenic.
Paul Hurry in white, then Phillips in yellow, Jeffrey Woortman in green, and Roy Classen in white and black. You'll notice they have got dirt deflectors on the machine, the same as they do on the speedway track. So the rider's coming into line then for his first race on the European Solo semi-final. Three riders come on. That's that corner for the first on 6 Saunders going on that first corner. Clusters on to in the second place. Paul Hurry leads going into this corner for the first time. Then Phillips trying to work his way to fill up to not the best of starts. This Paul Hurry, who is clearly they come by for the first time. And he's got on the wall in second place. It's on for there. Paul Phillips, he just gone through the second place and he has gone to a stop at the rider. In green, that's Jeffrey Woortman now holds that second place. He's shoulder to shoulder with Roy Classens going now back straight on lap number 2. Paul Hurry is a long way clear at the front, keeping the English flag flying his first into the European semi-final. It's the rider in green, Jeffrey Woortman now consolidates that second place. The Roy Classens hanging on the third. The Palmer is in fourth place. That's the top four. We've also lost another rider, so just forward. Paval Ondrasic has gone out with machine problems. The rider in red, as Paul Hurry is clear, going into that pits corner once again. It's still the rider in green, Jeffrey Woortman, trying to close the gap there in second. Hurry in total control of the front. 3,000 champion, European champion, 2007, leads him on the last lap then. From still Woortman holding that second place. Classens has got the third. De Palma is in fourth place. Down the back straight, Theo di Palma time then goes the four-time British Masters champion. Paul Hurry picks his way out of that bottom corner. Impressive stuff coming up for Paul Hurry in the opening heat. Paul Hurry wins, he's come away. Second place goes to rider in green, Jeffrey Woortman. Third place is Roy Classens, and fourth place, Theo di Palma. Right, a very eventful start then for the opening heat. The result is as follows. It is won by the rider in white, Paul Hurry, who gets 5 points. Second, the rider in green, Jeffrey Woortman, gets 4 points. And getting 3 points in third place, in white and black, rider number 6, Roy Classens, and rider number 2 in blue, Theo Palma, collects 2 points. Riders 1 and 4 score 0 points. So we look at race number 2 of the UEM semi-final. In red, it is Lewis Denham. In blue, Petra Karki. In white, Tommy Algan. In yellow, Jerome Laspanase. In green, Richard Hall. And in white and black, Daniel Winterton in place of Robert Bowman. Let's see Lewis Denham right over there on the inside, riding number 10, Jerome Laspanase. Towards the middle of the grid, coming in next to him is Richard Hall. Right on the outside is Daniel Winterton. So another explosive heat in the second leg of this UEM semi-final. Just waiting for Lewis Denham to come through on the move into line on the inside grid. Ball again, we'll be working off the green light start. Riders revving up, starting Marshall walks away. Been held a long time there. The rider's been held a very long time. Looks at Lewis Denham has got problems on the inside of the grid. Back into line, some of them come. Finally moving into line. Going into that top corner, Lewis Denham ultimate fourth place. They go in the back straight once again. It's Richard Hall made a good start and goes through in the second place as Laspanase leads going in the pits corner for the first time. Now he's a clear leader then from Richard Hall holding that second place position. Coming out of that to a bottom turn, and Richard Hall making a big move on the inside. Going into that top corner, Richard on the inside. Laspanase goes back round the outside, the rider in red. That's Lewis Denham now holds that third place position as Laspanase leads. Richard Hall trying all he can to close the gap there in second place. Lewis Denham closed the gap, hunted down the top two. He's got the third. He's getting away from Daniel Winterton, who's got that fourth place position. Denham has got the third. Winterton did a good job hanging on to that fourth. Is in fine. Albran's in sixth. That's the sixth. As they go to the back straight once again, it's still Laspanase who has the advantage there. For Richard Hall in second. Lewis Denham definitely getting close in third. He's hunting down Richard Hall for that second place position as Laspanase leads him on the floor. All on second. Still hangs on to that fourth place position. Richard Hall not quite the grip coming off that top corner. Lewis Denham again heading him back, going down now back straight. Look at the gap closing between second and third place. Lewis Denham having a real big go on the outside of that pit corner as Laspanase picks up in his back and winning right. British all gets back inside Denham. Yellow comes again and all gets a second. But Denham in third. Terrific strap among senior lads there for second and third place. And Daniel Winterton picks up a superb fourth place. That's Bakati is in fifth place position. Right, we'll give you the result then of race number 2. In first place in yellow, scoring 5 points, Jerome Laspanase. Second in green, scoring 4 points, Richard Hall, rider number 11. Third in red, rider number 7, Lewis Denham gets 3 points. Fourth in black and white, rider number 19, Daniel Winterton gets 2 points. And rider number 8 in blue, Petrakaki, scores 1 point. Rider number 9 scores no points. Just to let you know that the drive belt broke on Paval Ondrasic's machine in the opening heat. That was a reason for him stopping in that race. Right, we move on then to race number 3 in this first leg of the European semi-finals. Riding in red, rider number 13, Charlie Saunders. In blue, rider number 14, Christian Hulshorst. In white, rider number 15, Tim Nobes. In yellow, rider 16, Tony Kroger. In green, rider number 17, Michael Haddock. And in white and black, rider number 18, Paul Cooper. Daniel Winterton, despite having no practice, picked up a superb 4th place there in his opening ride. Tim Nobes, as I said, the Cotswold Express, he's had no practice at all, so it'll be interesting to see how Tim goes here. Christian Hulshorst looked extremely quick in practice yesterday afternoon as Charlie Saunders settled into gate number 1. Christian Hulshorst gate 2, Tim Nobes has gate 3, Tony Kroger gate 4, Michael Haddock gate 5 and Paul Cooper on the outside gate for race number 3. As Christian Hulshorst leads him down the back straight for the first off. Looks like Paul Cooper gone through the second. Tim Nobes, absolute disaster there for Tim. You can see Tim down, he hasn't practiced and he hasn't got very far in the first race either. Red lights immediately on there for the fallen English rider in white, Tim Nobes. That race obviously stopped in the interest of safety, and Tim Nobes will be excluded as the primary cause of the stoppage, so not the best of starts there for Tim. Obviously no replacement for the excluded Tim Nobes, so we have 5 riders for the rerun of race number 3. Paul Cooper's got a few problems down there now. Let's hope he can get it sorted out. Mechanics running to the aid of rider number 18, Paul Cooper, with a few bike problems before coming out for the start of the heat. Three-minute warning for all riders for the rerun of race number 3. 3-minute warning. See, Paul is leaping the track, whether that's a terminal problem. He's going for bike number 2, but he's obviously left that bike on the track and has gone rushing into the pit. So drama indeed for another English rider in this particular heat. Problem with Paul Cooper, in fact, his dirt deflector has come off when that race was originally started, and so we are trying to put in as much information as possible. When Paul has got to get another dirt deflector fitted on that bike, and he has got less than 3 minutes. All eyes on that pits area for Paul Cooper, so with his up to start there for Tim. I say he didn't practice yesterday, it means he's not done one lap of the track as yet, and he'll be out for his second ride next time out, so it's really going to put the pressure on Tim to get points in 5 rides to get through to that European final. One minute remaining, 1 minute remaining. If any of the cameramen have got a dry bolt battery, it is for one of the German riders, please. A dry bolt battery, please, for one of the German riders. Any of the cameramen have got one, because Comp have not got one of those. If you can help one of their visitors, please, it will be greatly appreciated. Riders being called up then to the rerun of race number 3. Charlie Saunders on the inside, Christian Hulshorst next to him, then a gap where Tim Nobes should have been, then Tony Kroger. Then we've got Michael Haddock and Paul Cooper has made it with very little time to spare there in the white and black helmet colours, so just the 5 runners for this rerun of race number 3. Now rev up again then for the rerun of race number 3. Off the back straight, 41st time then, it's Tony Kruger leads him going down the back straight, silver ride by Paul Cooper, sees him go to the second, Hulshorst has gone to the third, Charlie Saunders is packing that 4th place position, that's the top 4 then, coming out of that bottom corner once again. And it is rider number 16, that's Tony Kruger, Paul Cooper, second, Christian Hulshorst on the working race in the field. As Cooper leads and Cooper trying to get round the outside, Cooper gets round the outside, Hulshorst goes through on the inside and problems there for Tony Kruger. The one-time race leader as Paul Cooper leads going into that pits corner, Hulshorst going to speed right round the outside side of that pits corner. These two absolutely locked together, the first and second places, and Hulshorst goes round the outside and takes up the lead, Charlie Saunders now through into that 3rd place position. Haddock has got the 4th place, just the 4 runners again as Hulshorst leads going down that back straight. Paul Cooper desperately trying to close the gap there in second. Charlie Saunders picking up crucial points in that 3rd place position. They're clear of Michael Haddock in 4, but Christian Hulshorst after making a dreadful start is the race leader on the last aspect. Cooper holds that second. Saunders got the 3rd with Haddock in 4th place. The English rider passing into 2nd and 3rd place. So they go down the back straight once again. Hulshorst really storming away with this restarted race number 3. He's the clear leader. Then Cooper hanging on to that 2nd place. Charlie Saunders definitely getting closer in 3rd, but Hulshorst gets the winning ride. 2nd place goes to Paul Cooper. 3rd place is Charlie Saunders, and 4th place number 17, Michael Haddock. Your result then of race number 3. It is a win for rider number 14, Christian Hulshorst in blue. He scores 5 points. Second in white and black, rider number 18, Paul Cooper, scores 4 points. Rider number 13, Charlie Saunders in red, finished 3rd, scores 3 points. And finishing in 4th place in green, rider number 17, Michael Haddock, scores 2 points. Rider number 15, Tim Nobes, is excluded, and rider number 16, Tony Kroger, scores no points. Right, we move on then to race number 4, which is the right-hand 1000cc sidecar support. In race 1, we have number 9, Miles Simmons in Kevin Woodley. Number 11, James and Dave Googe. Number 13, Joe Sturtridge and Lee Toms. Number 16, Simon Heal and Rick McCauley. Number 30, Darren Wills and David Williams. And number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. That's the 6 outfits then for race 4, first heat of the 1000cc sidecars. 3 3/4 laps for the 1000cc sidecar riders. Right across that far side of the track. A big quick track for these 1000cc right-handers. Takes for Richard Thomas, making a good start from the outside. Miles Simmons is the rider that goes with him. That's the top 2 going to Goose Brothers. That's made the best start. They got through into 3rd place alongside Simon Hill, scrubbing out the 3rd and 4th with Miles Simmons has stolen the mark at the front into clearing the Richard Thomas on the is in 4th place, that's the top 4 going up the back straight once again. Still Miles Simmons with the advantage. Richard Thomas trying to close the gap in 2nd place. These 2 starting away from the Goose Brothers as they roared in that back straight once again into that top corner. It's Simmons and Woodley leads, but Thomas and Barry who've got that 2nd place. Richard just running that number 2 there. Comes into 3rd. Simon Hill second and 4th. And Wills has gone through into 5. That's the top 5 then, going up the back straight once again. Miles Simmons, then Kevin Woodley. Kevin Woodley looks behind him. They're increasing lead over Richard Thomas. They roar into that top corner once again. Googe is still packing into that 3rd place. These 3 starting to get away in the front then. They've got the 3rd. Is in 6th, that's the 6th. Good scrapping on the 5th and 6th places as Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley clear going into that top corner for the final time in the first heat of the big chairs then. Number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley pick up the winning ride. Second place goes there to Thomas and Jason Barry. 3rd place for the Goose Brothers. 4th is going to be Simon Hill and McCauley. 9th and 5th and 6th. Darren Wills there ahead of Joe Sturtridge. Right, your result into the first heat of the big chairs. The win for outfit number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Second, number 16, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. And 3rd, number 11, James and Dave Googe. Then it was 16, 30, and 13. 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. Number 26, Joe Truman and Duncan Patton. Number 91, Lee Hicks and Phil Collier. Number 8, Phil Sims, Gareth Bemister. Number 3, Andy Gribble Scott. And number 98, Joe Ogg and Mr. Cutler. That should be the 6 outfits for race number 5. Well, we go then with the second heat of the big chair. It looks like number 26 has made a cracking start over on that far side of the track. That's Joe Truman has made a good start. But John Hiscock has gone through on the inside. Looks like Lee Hicks has gone through into 3rd place. John Hiscock has made a big move on the outside. Truman is in 4, Sims is in 5, just the 5 outfits. They go up the back straight once again. It's John Hiscock and Carl Bell have got away at the front then. Mod holds that 2nd place. Lee Hicks trying to close the gap there in 3rd, but it's John Hiscock and Carl Bell who've stolen the march at the front in this 2nd. Yeah, the other leaders coming by the complete lap number 2. Mark has gone wide and Lee Hicks has gone through on the inside to move through in the 2nd place. And Joe Mark making a move back round the outside. These 2 locked together for 2nd and 3rd places. Super action for 2nd and 3rd with Lee Hicks on the inside. Joe Mark making a move round the outside. And John Hiscock getting away at the front. Lee Hicks now moves back to the 2nd place. Joe Mark comes back for more, gets back to the Mark holds that 2nd place. Lee Hicks trying to find a way past him. Truman's got that 4th place. Sims is in 5 and John Hiscock clear going up the back straight for the final time. Look, Joe Muggs got the better of that scrap for 2nd and 3rd places. Lee Hicks again trying to close the gap on the entry to that top corner. This number 184, John Hiscock, picks up his pressing when he's on the side. The 2nd and 3rd, Lee Hicks goes right. Lee Hicks in 3rd, Truman is in 4th, and Phil Sims will pick up 5th place Super action there, particularly for your result then of race number 5, the second heat of the big chairs, a win for number 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. Second, number 98, Joe Mogg and Mr. Cutler. And third, number 91, that is Lee Hicks and Phil Collier. 26 and number 8. They got Cup and North. And number 3 will be a non-starter. Number 5, Billy Penfold, with a change of passenger there for Billy Penfold. Then we've got number 6, Keith Dixon. Number 76, Keith Dixon, Tom Penfold and Gary Potter. And number 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Ball. So we have the first appearance of the left-handers. Flag cutting warning to Joe Mogg from the clerk of the course. Flag cutting warning to rider number 98, Joe Mogg from the clerk of the course after the last race. Thank you. When we go then with the first seat of the 1000cc left-handers, they all get away, and it's number 128 at the start. Martin Cutler with me going down that straight for the first time then. 130 has gone through into second place. That's Charlie Ridley who holds the second, but Cutler declared it going in the back straight. We got number 76, that's Keith Dixon, very slow away, virtual up then already, good race going on for second and third place. Here's the left-handers pick their way out of that top corner, pick the numbers again as they come by. Must fall the first time with his number 128 and Harley Cutler with the leader from 130. That is Ridley holding that second place. So then top leader from Ridley holding second. The gap gets a bit wider between those two that go down the back straight once again. Still Cuff, but Ridley definitely closed the gap in second place. It's going to get interesting coming out of that top corner. It's still Cuff with a slight advantage, but Ridley trying to close the gap in second. Cuff has the lead then. Ridley looking hard in second, trying to close that gap. They go into that top corner. That marker will come into play as they go down the back straight. The 128 has gone through into third place. So they race in the back straight once again then. Still a good scrap going on for first and second place. They both get by that back marker until about 2 bites between first and second at the pits corner, and about to start the last lap this time, and is still number 128. 130 holding that second place position, and Ridley holding that second. A good scrap going on again between these two, and Ridley almost gets back down the outside, but still 128 holding it there. That's Martin Cup clear, going down the back straight for the final time. Martin Cup clear into that pits corner, starting extended lead up the front then. So it is number 128. That's Martin Cup that gets the winning line for 130. Charlie Ridley picks up the second place. Number 76, of course, is a lap down. So we're looking for the third place rider to come across the line. Who is number 5, Billy Penfold. He gets the second, and 125 picks up the third place position. Right, result of race number 6, first heat of the left-handers. A win for number 128, that's Martin Cuff and Steve North. Second, number 130, that's Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. And third, number 5, Tom Penfold and Gary Potter. Then 125 and number 76. Now, according, I'll just give the result in French. Laspanase, very impressive winner first time out. He's the first rider to come up the line. He's in the black and white helmet colour for this race number 7. He's now being joined by number 17, Michael Haddock. He is in blue. Petrakaki, rider number 8. He is in green. Paul Hurry, rider number 3, is in red. In Nobes is in yellow. Rider number 15, Paval Ondrasic, is in white. Rider number 1. And coming right to the outside, we have Jerome Laspanase. So we've got Paul Hurry in red on the inside, Jerome Laspanase in black and white on the outside. Those do well with the 2 to watch in race number 7. They both won their opening ride. Paval Ondrasic had a belt drive come off in his first ride. He'll be absolutely desperate for points. We've got the starting gate working for the start of the second and the riders ready for race number 7. Paul goes first on the inside, Laspanase making a move around the outside. These two locked together going to the back straight for the first time. It's Paul Hurry who leads them going down the back straight on the opening lap then. Ondrasic holds that 4th place. It's not Tim Nobes has roared his way through into that 2nd place. Yes it is, and Tim Nobes comes down on that bottom corner. Paul Hurry leads it, Laspanase is up the 2nd. Number 17, Amateur is up the 3rd. Ondrasic is in 4, Ondrasic is in 5. Red lights are on, red lights are on. Absolute disaster there for Tim Nobes. What else can go wrong for Tim? Luke at the start in his first race was having a tremendous ride to get through in the 2nd place, and he's dropped it on that pits corner on the opening lap. So back in the line they come. Paul Hurry in red to go into gate 1. Michael Haddock in blue goes into gate number 2. Ondrasic will fill gate 3. We've got Petrakaki in green. And the rider we're waiting for to fill the black and white spot is rider number 10, Jerome Laspanase. 1 minute 30 seconds left for rider number 10, and the other riders 1 minute 30 seconds left. Revving up on the line end for rerun of race. Gets the corner first, Laspanase making a move around the outside. These two locked together going down the back straight for the first time. It's Hurry lead for Laspanase holding that 2nd place position. Looks like the rider in blue has gone through in the 3rd place. That's Michael Haddock, that's the top 3. Coming out of that pitch corner through completely opening lap. It's Paul Hurry with the advantage. And Laspanase holding 2nd. Haddock is on the spin. Ondrasic is in 4th. And Paul Hurry's very quick coming off that top corner. He's over the lead over Laspanase now, going down the back straight once again. Hurry leads him, but Laspanase in 2nd. Haddock doing a good job hanging on to that 3rd. Ondrasic is in 4th. Clarkey getting a little bit tailed off in 5th place. As Hurry just he's there going into that top corner once again. Laspanase trying to close the gap there in 2nd place. Hurry leads, takes a quick look over his shoulder. He's increased the lead over Laspanase now as they go into the pits corner on lap number 3. Still Haddock hangs on to that 3rd. Ondrasic is in 4th. Clarkey is in 5. On to 4 they go with Paul Hurry the clear leader. Dropping the making 2 and 2 in the open doing. Laspanase looking to be in for the first time this afternoon. It's still Haddock up to that 3rd. Ondrasic is in 4th. He's in 5 as they pack holding for time in race number 7. It is Paul Hurry the clear leader. Victory number 2 coming up for Paul Hurry. 2 out of 2 for the former champion in Winterton. Laspanase takes in the 2nd place. Haddock has got the 3rd. Ondrasic is in 4th. Clarkey will fill the 5th place position. The result then of race number 7. The win in red for rider number 3, Paul Hurry, who scores 5 points. 2nd in black and white, rider number 10, Jerome Laspanase, scores 4 points. And 3rd in blue, rider number 17, Michael Haddock, scores 3 points. 4th in white, rider number 1, Paval Ondrasic, scores 2 points. And 5th in green, rider number 8, Petrakaki, scores 1 point. Rider number 15, Tim Nobes in yellow, scores no points. Rider number 2, Theo di Palma in yellow. Rider number 5, Jeffrey Woortman in white. Rider number 9, Tommy Algan in green. Rider number 19, Daniel Winterton in blue. Rider 13, Charlie Saunders in black and white. And rider number 16, Tony Kroger, will ride in red. So rider number 16, Tony Kroger, goes right across the far side in red on gate 1, failed to score of course. Engine failure will hold in second place, first time out. Coming in the green there is number 9, Tommy Algan. Rider number 2, Theo di Palma, goes in alongside him in yellow. Rider number 5 in white, Jeffrey Woortman. And rider number 13, Charlie Saunders in black and white. And the rider we're waiting for is the reserve, Daniel Winterton in blue, to come up to the gated position. 3 minutes for the rider number 19, Daniel Winterton, on the 3 minute time allowance. Daniel Winterton moving to that number 2, getting Mr. Hall in blue for this race number 8. Woortman, the leader, going in that top corner for the first time. The speed of Woortman there, Charlie Saunders making a big move. Round the outside, Daniel Winterton's gone through into that 4th place position. Rich Woortman leads and Saunders trying to close the gap there in the 2nd place position. It's the rider in red, Tony Kroger, who's got the 3rd place. That's the top three. They can complete the open. Woortman leaders. Rich Saunders looking through there from the 3rd. The Palmer is in 4. Winterton is in 5. That's the top 5. With Tommy Algan holding that 6th place position. But still, Jeffrey Woortman, impressive. Opening wide, he had his consolidated lead now in this race. Number 8, Charlie Saunders, trying to keep the English flag flying by closing the gap there in 2nd place. These two getting away from Kruger, hanging on to that with the Palmer getting in close to 4. Lincoln's got time to hold his lead. Down the back straight they go once again. Woortman in Clayton in the front. Charlie Saunders is desperately trying to close that gap in 2nd. We're going to change the 3rd place. Tony Kruger's in trouble again. And it looks like Di Palma's gone to the 3rd. Kruger now relegated to 4 and snowing up on the entry to that bottom corner. As it is Woortman who leads him on the 4th, and Saunders looking hard in 2nd. Di Palma having a good ride in 3rd. Kruger has dropped that 4. Winterton is in 5. Algan is in 6. That's the 6th. They go in the back straight once again. Impressive points coming away of rider number 5, Jeffrey Woortman, the clear leader going in to that pit corner for the final time in race number 8. It's Jeffrey Woortman who gets the winning ride. Good 2nd place there for Charlie Saunders. 3rd place is Theo di Palma. He's tied to 4th and 5th. Kruger hangs on to 4th. Winterton 6th and 5. Algan is in 6th place. The result then of race number 8. 1st place in white, scoring 5 points, rider number 5, Jeffrey Woortman. 2nd place, rider number 13, Charlie Saunders in black and white, scores 4 points. Rider number 2, Theo di Palma in yellow, scores 3 points. Rider number 16, Tony Kruger in red, scores 2 points. Rider number 9, Tommy Algan in green, scores 1 point. And rider number 19, Daniel Winterton, is excluded for not wearing his helmet colour. Premier Plus, Jeffrey Woortman. 2nd Plus, Charlie Saunders. 3rd Plus, Theo di Palma. 4th Plus, Tony Kroger. 5th Plus, Tony Algan. Now should have a cracking race number 9, Glenn Phillips needs a point, Lever Denham for a 3rd, Christian Hall first, winning 1st ride, Richard Hall 2nd, Paul Cooper on the 2nd, George O'Connell race number 9, away to come on that top corner for his 1st time and go to the back straight then. Hulshorst actually back in about 5th place. They wouldn't want to completely left along with pick the lead up now. Looks like Christian Hulshorst has got the lead going. Or is that Glenn Phillips leader coming out of that pit's corner? It is in fact Glenn Phillips who's absolutely desperate for point. He is the race leader. Hulshorst has got the third. It's Phillips leads and big pass in second. Hulshorst holds that third place. Listen, down the back straight they go once again. Then Phillips has the lead. Baston's trying to close the gap in second. Hulshorst definitely getting closer in third. These three with tremendous speed racing it out for the first 3 places. But Glenn Phillips knows he needs the Hulshorst is in third place. That's the top 3 big out in the back straight once again. Still Phillips lead on again, then Kraft in second. Hulshorst has got the third. Looks like Paul Cooper gone through into the 4th place position. Coming out of that pit corner, the last stop flag being made ready available then for Glenn Phillips to race with Hulshorst into the pass number 7, Lewis Denham, who's got 4th place in Hulshorst is back in 5, and Denham making a big move this morning on that 4th place. They go to the back straight once again, Phillips leads it. Hulshorst has gone to the second. There goes Denham around the edge of class, and they go through in the 3rd place. It's all happening on this last lap as Glenn Phillips gets a crucial winning ride. Hulshorst has gone to the second. Denham picks up the 3rd. Class is 4. Cooper is in 5. Tremendous racing there in race number 9. And the final rider across the line, of course, was Richard Hall, who was left on the line after a superb 2nd place in his first race. Result then of race number 9. It's 5 points for the rider in red, rider number 4, Glenn Phillips, 1st place. 2nd place and 4 points is for rider number 14, Christian Hulshorst in green. 3rd place and 3 points in black and white for rider number 7, Lewis Denham. 2 points for rider in blue, rider number 6, Roy Classens. 1 point for rider number 18, Paul Cooper in yellow. And no points for rider number 11, Richard Hall in white. Right, we now move on then to race number 10, the start of the 2nd leg of the 1000cc right-handers. Phil Sims, Gareth Brown, Mr. outfit number 8. Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley, outfit number 9, winners first time out. Outfit number 3, Andy Gribble, Mark Truscott. Number 60, Richard Thomas, Jason Barry. 16, Simon Heal and Rick McCauley. And number 30, Darren Wills and David Williams are the outfits we're looking for in race number 10. So revving up on that far side of the track for what should be another superb race of the big chairs, race number 10, round 2, heat number 1. Just so you're aware, to be coming to line over that far side of the track for this race number 10. Revving up for race number 10, Richard Thomas making a cracking start. He's in a Miles Simmons. Here's a rider goes off into the seat of there. Richard Thomas leads going in that top corner for the first time. Miles Simmons making a big move round the outside. They bunch up for the minor plate. He's coming off that top corner. It's Richard Thomas who holds it. In 4, Darren Wilson in 5, that's the top 5 they go off the back straight once again. Looks as if we've got no Andy Gribble out this time. Andy was in the pits, but he's not come out for the seat then, as Richard Thomas has the advantage. Going in that top corner on lap number 2, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley trying to close that gap. As he's following the lead, lap number 2 is Richard Thomas. Holding that second place. Picking up that to 3rd place position. Phil Sims has got the 4th, that's the top 4, but Miles Simmons can't seem to close the gap at all on Richard Thomas. They roar in that top corner once again. Reverse of the opening heat where Miles Simmons got the advantage over Richard Thomas, and Richard Thomas putting it to the 4 this time. Holding that second place. Through the 4th, he lost Phil Sims. outfits over on that far side of the track, so down to 4 outfits now as they go off the back straight once again then. It's still Richard Thomas, the clear leader in the start of the second leg of the big chairs. It's number 60, Richard Thomas. Second is Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Third place goes to Rick McCauley, and fourth place number 30, that's Darren Wills and David Williams. The result then of race number 10, the win for number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. Second, number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. And third, number 16, Simon Heel and Rick McCauley. Fourth, number 30. In race 11, Morgan Cutler 98, Hickson Collier 91, Trowan Impact on number 13, Hiscock and Bow 184, the Gooch Brothers number 11, and Sturt Ridge and Toms number 13 for race number 11, the second heat of the second leg of the big chairs. We had John Hiscock, the impressive winner first time out. We had Lee Hicks and Joe Mugg, a terrific scrap there for the second and third places. So Gooch Brothers picked up a third in their opening heat, so it could be a ding-dong scrap between those 4 outfits in race number 11. Coming into line over on that far side for race number 11. So the Gooch Brothers won from the outside. And John Hiscock as well with the crews to watch in this race number 11. Away we go, and it looks like Joe Monk has made a cracking start, and Lee Hicks is the out with the stumble in the Gooch Brothers. John Hiscock has made a best start. John Hiscock now tucks through in the third place, gets through in the second place. Gooch Brothers making a big move through to go through into that third place as well. Is in fourth place, that's the top four. Joe Mog leads. Coming out of that pits corner, John Hiscock looking away from the inside. The Gooch Brothers making a big move around the edge of John Hiscock, going the back straight once again. It's Mogger leads from Hiscock in second. Gooch is making a big move. The three abreast coming out of that top corner for the first place. It is still Joe Mog out the advantage. John Hiscock as Mog has the advantage, he goes wide. Gooch is trying to get through on the inside. John Hiscock trying to improve upon that third place position. Off the back straight they go once again. It's still Mog with the advantage from Gooch in second. Hiscock has got the third in front, blanket over these top three. They're coming on to start lap 4 this time then. Mog has the advantage on the that's the top 4's the leader. Off the back straight for the final time, that's Joe Mog. The Gooch Brothers are very quick coming off that pits corner. Can they close the gap on the entry to that final corner? Joe Mog off his cut to take first time out, looking for winning line in race number 11. He goes wide, Gooch is going from the inside. The Joe Mog is winning line. Second place goes to the Gooch Brothers. Third place is Joe Mog. John Hiscock coasting round to the back, so major drama there in race number 11 with John Hiscock a safe third place. He's got major problems and comes across the line there in 6th place in race number 11. A dramatic race number 11 there, with a win for number 98, Joe Mog and Mr. Cutler. Second, number 11 are the Gooch Brothers, and third, number 26, that is Joe Trowin and his passenger Mr. Patton. 91, 13 and 184. And we go into race 12, which will be the second leg of the left-hand side cars.
What time you finish then? That's it.
So the 5 outfits coming into line then for race 12, the second leg of the left-handers. Up and running then with this second leg. We're looking for number 128 to make the good start. That's exactly what it's going to Scott and Ridley who are shoulder to shoulder going down the back straight for the first time. They got him out back straight into this between. We've got one left on the line, number 76. That's Keith Dixon again. It's been left on the line, exactly the same as he did in the first. He'd on the left-hander, so just before coming round, we'll pick up the lead as they come into view this time then. And it is number 130. That's Charlie Ridley. That's number 128. Martin Scott and Big North. Top three going down the back straight on the second up. They're starting a little bit spread now. The second is on the left-hand side, but Charlie Ridley have the second place in the first. He's got the winning right position at the moment then with Steve Bowles in the chair from Martin Cook and Steve North who hold that second place position. It's Ridley who leads complete that He's got the second place. They're using every inch of that there on the side. They've gone to that pretty tenfold and we've got third place by using virtually every inch of track of this big track here in Cornwall this afternoon, but it's still number 30, 130, the outfit of Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles, and have the advantage. The last lap flag being made ready. They're right at 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. And Steve North in second. They've come through to the third, that's Tom Penfold and Gary Potter. At third place, and 128 is in fourth place position. So in that fifth corner for the final time for afternoon, coming out from number 132, Charlie Ridley. And Steve North, followed by number 5 from Penfold, Gary Potter. And the fourth out to cross the line. Number 125. Here is up roll and of race number 12 is a win for number 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. Second number 128, Martin Cook and Steve North, and third number 5, Tom Penfold and Gary Potter. Fourth is number 125. I am reliably informed there's now going to be a track grade before we move into the third leg of the UEM solos. Tim Nobes in blue next to him, yet to open his account. Then we've got Lewis Denham, he is on 6 points, he is in white. Daniel Winterton, he's on 2 points, comes in next to him. Jerome Laspanase in green, he's on 9 points. And Paval Ondrasic in black and white is on 2 point mark. That's the vision of points they've got as they come in 13. Very quick, Lewis Denham and Tim Nobes come together on that first one. Tim Nobes has got through into third place with Laspanase leads and going to the back straight for the first time. Denham's arrived in striking distance, holding that second place position. Coming out of that Fitz corner, Laspanase, who has the advantage then from down the back straight once again. Much better ride by Tim Nobes. He's got the third place. Lewis Denham Daniel Winterton in fifth place. That's the top 5 as Laspanase leads. Going into that Fitz corner once again, he takes a wide line. Paul Cooper taking a much tighter line. Can he close the gap? In second place, Fitz Cooper in second, in Nobes in third. Denham is in 4, Winterton in 5, and Bradford in 6. That's the 6. And they stream down the back straight once again. It's Laspanase with the advantage. Paul Cooper desperately trying to close that gap in second place. Tim Nobes hanging on the third. Lewis Denham definitely gets closer in that fourth place position as Laspanase leads them on the last number 2. Trying to close the gap as they go to the top 2 once again. Nobes now coming under pressure. That race for third and fourth place. Paul Cooper quick going into that corner. But Laspanase is going quick up and down the back straight. Paul Cooper again trying to close the gap 2 bites between these two as they go in that Fitz corner. For the final time, Laspanase goes wide. Paul Cooper comes for the inside run. Laspanase gets on his line. Paul Cooper gets the second. Tim Nobes in third, Lewis Denham is in 4, Daniel Winterton is 5, Paval Ondrasic fills the 6th place position. Race number 13 result. In first place, rider number 10, Jerome Laspanase, scores 5 points. In second place, in white, scoring 4 points, rider number 18, Paul Cooper. In third place, in white, number 7, Lewis Denham, scores 3 points. In yellow, scoring 2 points, is rider number 19, Daniel Winterton. And in black and white, rider number 1, scoring 1 point, Paval Ondrasic, scores 1 point. The rider in blue, rider number 15, Tim Nobes, is excluded for crossing the white line. We go on to race 14. Theo di Palma's got 5, Glenn Phillips has got 5, that was an engine failure and a win. Richard Hall's got 4, that was being left on the line and the second place. Charlie Saunders, good afternoon so far, he has got 7, so all sorts of possibilities loom up in race number 14. Gate 1, Theo di Palma. Gate 2, Charlie Saunders. Gate 3, Michael Haddock. Gate 4, Tony Kruger. One on the outside, we've got Glenn Phillips. Richard Hall, of course, needs a point in this one. Good job, and Charlie Saunders gets that corner for di Palma, trying to find a way through me, and so it's Charlie Saunders has got round the outside of that top corner, but di Palma comes again to have the lead going in the back straight. Charlie Saunders got problems. He was the one time that he's back in 4th place momentarily, held his hand in the air, but he's keeping it going in 4th place as di Palma is the race leader then for Richard Hall, holding that into 3rd place. Charlie Saunders 4th, then Phillips hasn't been the best of start, he's in 5th place, now goes through into 4th place. Charlie Saunders got going again and looking for that 2nd place into the back straight. Once again Richard Hall and Charlie Saunders and Glenn Phillips virtually shoulder to shoulder for 2nd, 3rd and 4th places. Getting away at the front, he's a race leader. That was a Saunders back up the 3rd, Phillips is in 4th, Kruger is in 5, Haddock is in 6th, that's the 6th. They go to the back straight once again, the surprise package. Theo di Palma's are clearly now in race number 14. He's being pressed on there by the rider in yellow, who's Richard Hall, desperately hanging on to that 2nd place. Charlie Saunders looking to improve upon Di Palma. He's him on the 4th, and Hall on the 2nd, Saunders on the 3rd. Phillips is in 4th, Kruger is in 5, Roster riding on the 17 on that 3rd lap. Down the back straight they go 40. Paval Ondrasic winning for Theo di Palma, keeping very much in contention. Impressive stuff from the rider who's going to win this race number 14. Theo di Palma picks up the winning ride this time. 2nd place goes to Charlie Saunders. What's happened to Richard Hall? Richard Hall is scooting round. Number 4, Ben Phillips has got the 3rd. Kruger comes in the 4, and Richard Hall has got problems on that last corner. He's having to push the bike across the line to pick up some 5th place points. So after a very impressive start, Richard Hall's left on the line in his 2nd, and then has machine problems in his 3rd place. He's just pushed across the line to get crucial points for 5th place. Your result of race number 14, rider number 2, Theo di Palma is the winner. He picks up 5 points. 2nd place goes to rider number 13, Charlie Saunders in blue. He gets 4 points. 3rd place to rider number 4, Glenn Phillips in black and white. He gets 3 points. Number 16, Tony Kruger in green, gets 2 points. Rider number 11, Richard Hall in yellow, gets 1 point. And rider number 17, Michael Haddock in white, scores no points. Paul Hurry in yellow on beat with 10 points. We've got Jeffrey Woortman in red, rider number 5 on 9 points. We've got number 14, Christian Hulshorst, also on 9 points. Race number 15 coming on then. Paul Hurry in 10. Jeffrey Woortman with 9. Christian Hulshorst has got 9. And Roy Classens has got 5. They go over the 1 to 1. They're all on the 3-minute time allowance for race number 15. On number 9, Tony Oldman has pulled off the track. He has got quickly got to go. Number 9 in race number 15. And number 5, Jeffrey Woortman leads going into that top corner. Paul Hurry's back in third place. Waters is around the outside as one of number 5. Woortman leads going into that pits corner for the first time. Also making a big move around the outside. Paul Hurry trying to find a way through on the inside. That's the top 3. It is number 5, Jeffrey Woortman. Hurry is back in third place. That's clear best going into that corner. Also gets through on the inside of Woortman again. Back round the outside. There goes Paul Hurry looking at second place of Hulshorst. They go into that pits corner once again. It's still Woortman with the advantage, but Hulshorst holding second. Paul Hurry being headed for the first time this afternoon. These 3 a mile clear to Fourth hole to go through in the second place. It is still Woortman who leads them and Hurry in second. Hulshorst is in third place. Classens on the 4. 5. It's still Woortman who leads, but Paul Hurry makes a big move through on the inside. Tremendous ride there by Paul Hurry. Sees him come through on the inside. Woortman now the last back flag being made ready for Paul Hurry, who has come through second. So he's trying to get through into Woortman. Tremendous race for first, second and third places. Hulshorst again trying to get back round the edge of Woortman as they go in the back straight once again. Hulshorst has gone round the outside to go through in the second place. But Paul Hurry's going to keep his winning ways. He's the leader coming out of that final corner. Superb stop from Paul Hurry. 3 to 3 for Paul Hurry. Second is Christian Hulshorst. Third to put the leader for 3.5 laps is Jeffrey Woortman. Absolutely fantastic stuff between those top 3. Paul Hurry through from third to get the winning ride. We've then got Roy Classens coming across the line, and finally it is Petra Carkey. What a superb ride there by Paul Hurry. And rider number 5, Jeffrey Woortman, led the race for virtually 3.5 laps, eventually coming in third in a very eventful race number 15. Superb action there in race number 15, and a tremendous win by the former champion. Rider number 3, Paul Hurry in yellow, wins and scores 5 points. Second, scoring 4 points in red. Second in white, rider number 14, Christian Hulshorst, scores 4 points. Third in red, scoring 3 points, rider number 5, Jeffrey Woortman. Fourth in green, scoring 2 points, rider number 6, Roy Classens. And fifth, scoring 1 point in blue, Petra Carkey. So that's 5 for Paul Hurry, 4 for Hulshorst, 3 for Woortman, 2 for Classens, and 1 for Carkey. Right, and move on then to race number 16, the start of the third leg of the 1000cc right-hand sidecars. Andy Gribble number 3, Phil Sims on Portuguese Lowland Engine will take no further part of the meeting. Darren Wilson number 30, Joe Truin number 26, Sturtridge is number 13, and Hiscock is number 184. Where we go then with race number 16, the start of the third leg of the 1000 cycle. We've only got the 4 we were heard all about Phil Sims not coming out. And of course, Andy Gribble has been the pitch, he has been out all the afternoon. We'll pick the lead up, looks like John Hiscock has got the lead. They come round for the first time. Silver's got the second place. It's the top 2 as they go up the back straight one to win. Darren Wilson's back there in that 4th place position. So John Hiscock and Carl Down need to get back to winning ways. Of course, an engine playing the last off the previous time they were out after picking up a good race winning their first outing. It's 184 John Hiscock and Carl Down. Happy about it. Third imposter picking up the number there, and Wilson is in 4th place. That's a 4. Going up the back straight once again. John Hiscock has stolen a march to the front there, getting away from Joe Truin, who's tucked into that 2nd place position. John Hiscock clear then onto the last lap. place, pretty well spread out now as they go down the back straight for the one more time in race number 16, the start of the third leg of the big chairs. John Hiscock well in control of the situation. Back to his winning ways. Inside here is race number 16. Third place is Joe Sturridge, and fourth place will be Darren Will. Race 16 up then, a win for number 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. Second number 26, Joe Truin and his passenger Mr. Patton. And third number 13, Joe Sturridge with Mr. Toms in the chair. Fourth, number 30. Well, we're going to intriguing race number 17. We've got the Richard Thomas and Miles Simmons battle again. They got one apiece at the moment, and the Googe brothers thrown in for good measure this time. Simon Hill has been there or thereabouts, so Lee Hicks and Phil Colley number 91. Richard Thomas, Jason Barry number 60. Simon Hill, Rick McCauley number 16. Jamie and Dave Googe have number 11. Joe Mogg and Mr. Cutler number 98. Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley number 9. So somebody's got to give in race 17. Go down with this next set of heats and for the big chairs, and Miles Simmons and Kelly Woodley made a cracking start. Look at Richard Thomas, he's come for nowhere to go through in the second place. Joe Mogg has tucked into that third place, and the Goose brothers have completely missed the start. They're back in fifth place. He was in fourth. Goose brothers are in fifth place. They go to the back straight once again, so no Lee coming out this time at the second leg of the 1,000 sidecars. Miles Simmons and Kelly Woodley, they're clear going into that top one. Richard Thomas and Jason Barry trying to close the gap in second and that's one with a feet. This is the third coming the get close to four. Simon Lee is now relegated to the five. It could be a terrific scrap for third and fourth as Joe Mogg hanging on to that third place. Definitely getting closer going up that back straight. But Miles Simmons the clear leader for Richard Thomas holding that second place. Joe Mogg up the third. The Goose for taking a big move. Corner on the fourth. Simmons the leader for Thomas in second. Morgan's up the third. Goose again round the outside. Dive back for the inside of that fifth corner. Terrific race for third place. And Joe Mogg has gone wide. The Goose brothers trying to get through on the inside there alongside Joe Mogg. Going up the back so they get a face for the mud there for the spinning back wheel of Joe Mogg. They had to drop back in fourth as Miles Simmons picked up the winning ride this time. Second place goes to Richard Thomas. Third place is Joe Mogg. Fourth place the Goose brothers. Simon Hill picked up the fifth place position. Super action in race number 17. Superb sidecar action in race number 17. Won by number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Second, number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. And third, number 98, that's Joe Mogg and Mr. Cutler. 11 and 16. Race 18, third round of the left-handers, delete number 3. Right, sorry to mess your programmes around, but there is a change to the result of race number 17. A win for number 9, Miles Simmons. Second, number 60, Richard Thomas. And third, number 11, James and David Googe. Back to fourth is number 98, Joe Mogg and Lee Cutler. Clerk of the course is putting back a place for cutting the course in exactly the same. Move on then to the third leg of the 1000cc left-handers. Place number 18 on the programme. Okay, then we've just got the 4 going, and again number 76 has been left on the line, so it's number 128, number 130, they've made a good start. They've got round the outside, the 128 has gone through into league position. We've got one just being pushed away, number 76 has been left on the line. Keith Dixon for the third time this afternoon, so just the 3-8 going in the back straight the first time. Only a big gap between first, second and the third place. We'll pick the numbers out, they come into view and come past to complete the opening lap. It is number 130, that's Charlie Ridley, a Scottish manager, over 128. Second, British Grasstrack, second, Penfold is in third. The just going in the back straight once again, the gap starting to increase between first and second as Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles increase their lead over Martin Cook and Stick North in second place, and Bowles drops back in third. Let's put in that one there. One number 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. They're on for and North combination. Bowles has got the third place position. Reporter in the chair, of course, as they race to the back straight once again. It's still Charlie Ridley clear with Steve Bowles in the chair. He's going to lead all the time over Martin Cook and Steve North. They go on to complete. Lap on the 4 they go. The combination of Ridley and Bowles right clear there from Cook and North. Consolidation at second position. 125 ends on to third. The leader down the back straight once again. Here it is. In the chair, going to pick up their second race win of the afternoon. So a comprehensive victory for number 130, that's Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. Second place goes to Martin Cook and Steve North. And pick number 125 in that third place position. Result then of race number 18, a win for number 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. Second, number 128, Martin Cook and Steve North. And third, number 125, Tom Penfold and Gary Potter. Inside gate there for this race number 19. Coming in alongside him is number 11, Richard Hall, just on the 5-point mark. Needs a good ride this time. Then we've got Paul Hurry in green. He is on the 15-point mark. In black and white, rider number 9, Tommy Aldrin, just the 1 point so far in white. Rider number 18, Paul Cooper, on the 9-point mark. And the rider we wait for is rider number 13, Charlie Saunders, on the 11-point mark. Looking for those top 4 places who automatically get into that A final, and then it's a sudden death final, so it's all going to commence on the final race of the day for the UEM semi-final championship. They line up then for race number 19. Away, Rich Rolls on his front, looking in front of his place as Laspanase gets the corner first. Look at this, see the ball already. I just say goes through in second place, but Laspanase is stolen the marshals at the front of the moment. Hurry has got that second place, which of these two leads going into the pits corner on the opening lap is Laspanase, who has the manager. The Hurry has got the third, Horns in 4, Horns in 5, so the British packing in behind Laspanase. They go to the back straight once again. Argonodi tailed off in the back as Laspanase leads half down the back straight. Paul Hurry has closed the gap slightly there in second place. It's Paul Cooper motoring on in third. These three starting to get away from Charlie Saunders. Then Laspanase leads and Hurry in second. Cooper's got the third, Saunders in 4. Paul got back to 5, and Laspanase is getting away the front. Will Paul Hurry settle for a second place? Paul Cooper really motoring after Paul Hurry. The Brits packing in second and third place in the impressive Laspanase is a race leader going on to lap number 4 then. Laspanase leads it, and Hurry looks down the Paul Cooper getting close to the third place, and Paul Hurry got a problem there. Cooper gets on each of Hurry, can Hurry gets back round the outside, the two Brits shoulder to shoulder going down that back straight as Laspanase leads them, and Cooper's got the second. Hurry's got to lose it on the tag of his race number 19. Impressive stuff for the Frenchman there. Laspanase gets to win ride. Back in ride by Paul Cooper the second. Paul Hurry's got a puncture. Paul Hurry has got a puncture coming across the line in third place. That's obviously affected Paul when he actually picked it up, we don't know, but clearly as he crossed the finishing line. He got a flat back tyre there in a very eventful race number 19. Very, very eventful race number 19 there, and I say Paul Hurry clearly finishing that race with a puncture in the back wheel. It's a win and 5 points for rider number 10, Jerome Laspanase, 5 points in red. Second in white and picking up 4 points, rider number 18, Paul Cooper. Third in green and 3 points for rider number 3, Paul Hurry. 2 points in yellow for rider number 13, Charlie Saunders. 1 point in blue for rider number 11, Richard Hall. And no points for rider number 9, Tommy Aldrin, in black and white.
Première place, Jerome Laspanase. Deuxième place, Paul Cooper. Troisième place, Paul Hurry. Quatrième place, Charlie Saunders. Cinquième place, Richard Hall. Sixième place, Tommy Aldrin.
We move on then to race number 20, and it's Theo di Palma, probably the surprise package this afternoon. He's this rider with 10 points. He is in green, rider number 2. Roy Classens in red has got 7 points. Tony Kruger has got 4. Paval Ondrasic 3. Tim Nobes, no points. Paval Ondrasic 3, and Petra Karki has got 3. That's the riders in for race number 20. But of course, a good ride here for one of these riders could get them into that B final and possibly a place in the A final. And Tim Nobes break his duck in this race number 20. Di Palma coming the riders are watching green. He's on 10 points already. So when they go to Palma, makes the and that is Roy Classens going into that top corner, but there goes Di Palma around the outside, and Tim Nobes is falling around the outside, but Di Palma again gets back through on the inch of Tim Nobes, all happening on that top corner as Di Palma leads going in the pits corner on the opening lap as Tim Nobes, who's gone through into that second place position. Di Palma leads and Nobes holding second. It's Kruger, the 6 point has got third. He's now lost that third place from the 6 point Classens. Goes through in the third place, so major machine problems there for Tony Kruger this afternoon. But Di Palma, who has been the surprise package this afternoon, he's clearing race number 20. But Tim Nobes very much on course to score his first points of the afternoon. Di Palma leading, but Nobes holding that second place. Classens has got the third. It's Ondrasic who has got the 4. Karki is in 5. Kruger pulls on the centre of track with machine problems. As Theo di Palma well cleared and into that pit corner on lap number 3. From the ever-trying Tim Nobes in second place, they're a long way clear, and the rider holding on the third is definitely slowing up there in third place. And Di Palma leads him on the 4th, but Nobes holding that second. Classens now coming under pressure. Ondrasic that race the 3rd and 4th into where the main answer is. 4th, 3rd and 4th. Ondrasic gets on the inside. Classens again squeeze back round the outside to retake that 3rd place position. As Di Palma leads into the pits corner for the final time in race number 20. Theo di Palma gets the winning ride. Second place is Tim Nobes. Third place is going to be Roy Classens. 4th place, Paval Ondrasic. And 5th place should be Petra Karki in white. Race number 20 result. First place to rider number 2 in green, 5 points, Theo di Palma. Second place in black and white, rider number 15, 4 points, Tim Nobes. 3 points in red and third place for rider number 6, Roy Classens. 2 points for rider number 1, Paval Ondrasic in yellow. 1 point in white for rider number 8, Petra Karki. And no points in blue for rider number 16, Tony Kruger. So the last qualifying heat. Riders desperate to get straight into that A final. Ben Phillips clearly needs a good ride here. He's on the 5-point mark. He is in white. Jeffrey Woortman has gone extremely well this afternoon. He is on 12. Christian Hulshorst is on 13. He's right on the outside. Daniel Winterton next to him in green. He is on the 4 points. And number 17, Michael Haddock at the 5-point mark. He is in red on the inside. So Hulshorst on the outside. Woortman in the middle of the grid. And Phillips on the inside. One to the inside, give it a 3-1 in late. Number 21, the final qualifying. He's just waiting for Hulshorst to settle in the outside grid. On the inside of blue helmet for Lewis Denham illegally going down the back straight for the first time. Denham has really put the colour onto pigeons. Then Phillips is holding that third play. Looks like Hulshorst making a move round the edge of Denham. These two lock shoulder to shoulder coming out of that pitch corner. Denham so holds it at bay. Denham leads him and Hulshorst is on the third. Woortman is in fourth place. Still Lewis Denham leads going down that back straight. Once again he's pulling away from Hulshorst. This race for first and second place in the last of the qualifying heat. Denham leads it and Hulshorst in second. Phillips has got the third. It's Woortman getting very close in fourth place. That's the top four as they come to complete that lap. Then the master champion looking for Hulshorst. Phillips has got the third. Woortman in four. Hamilton in five. Winterton in six. Down the back straight they go once again. Lewis Denham is getting away at the front end for Hulshorst and consolidating that second place position. Phillips now coming under pressure from Woortman. That race for third and fourth places, which Lewis Denham leads them on the board and the clear leader, but Hulshorst holding that second place. Phillips has got the third. Woortman is in fourth place. Hamilton in five. Winterton in six. That's the sixth in the final qualifying ride. But Lewis Denham the clear leader in race number 21. Big lead going into that final corner, and Lewis Denham wins race number 21, the final qualifying heat. Lewis Denham gets the winning ride. Second place goes to Christian Hulshorst. Third place is Ben Phillips. Fourth place is Woortman. Hamilton in five. Winterton holds sixth place position. Race number 21 result. First place, rider number 7 in blue, scores 5 points. Second position, rider number 14 in black and white, Christian Hulshorst, scores 4 points. Third in white, rider number 4, Glenn Phillips, scores 3 points. Rider number 5, Jeffrey Woortman in yellow, scores 2 points. Rider number 17, Michael Haddock in red, scores 1 point. And rider number 19, Daniel Winterton in green, scores no points. Right, you move on then to the support action then, which is race number 22, the 1000cc Sidecars, round 4, heat 1. Number 11 for the Goods, 13 is Joe Sturridge, 60 Richard Thomas, 98 Joe Mott, 91 Lee Hicks, and number 3 is Andy Gribble. Wrapping up on the line then for race number 22, the start of the fourth egg, Joe Mott making an absolutely cracking start. He's the leader going down the back straight then for the first time. Richard Thomas has been completely left on the line. That could be disaster there for Richard. And big move around the outside of that top corner. Certainly just on the third, and Richard Thomas back in fifth place. Is that going to cost Richard Thomas a place in the A final? As Mog leads going up the back straight once again, the Goose Brothers are chasing after him. In second place, a bite between these two. Look at the Goose Brothers getting through on the inside of Joe Mog. They hit the front of that top corner. Can Joe Mog get back through on the inside? The Goose Brothers hold the line. There's no way through it. Thomas definitely closed the gap on 5. Can he get his 34th place riders? As going up the back straight, the Goose Brothers on course to pick up their first heat win of the afternoon. Next serve Joe Mott, who's got that second. Sturridge is in third. And the lead in forward, Richard Thomas definitely closed the gap. They're on to lap 4 this time. Richard Thomas screwing every inch of power out of that machine. You're trying to improve upon that 5th place position. As Googies are getting away at the front, Moggs consolidating second. It could be an interesting last corner if Richard Thomas can make up the ground on that boat, and those 3rd and 4th place riders going into that top front. They're going to be clear best for the last places as the Goose will pick up the winning line. Saunders got the second place. Richard Thomas pick up the place. Together. It's Sturridge in 3rd, Hicks in 4th, and Richard Thomas another lap. And Richard Thomas would really be there. We don't know what happened to Richard over on that far side of the track, but my word, he was really riding the wheels off that machine in 5th place to try and catch up after giving everybody virtually half a lap start. Race 22 result then. A win for number 11, the Googe brothers. Second, number 98, Joe Mogg and his passenger Mr. Cutler. And third, number 13, Joe Sturridge and Mr. Toms. 91 and number 60. And we go to race number 22. Delete number 8, Phil Sims, non-starter. Right, and moving then to the final qualifying in the 1,000 chairs then. Simon Heel, Darren Wills, Miles Simmons, John Hiscock and Joe Truin are the 5 outfits in action in race number 23. Where we go then with the final heat of the big chairs, and we're looking at Miles Simmons to make a good start. That's exactly what he's done. John Hiscock and the crew that goes with red flags around. Red flags around. The first false start, I think, of the day there, particularly for the chairs. So a problem over on that far side. Red flags around. Race number 22, 23 has been stopped. So back over on that far side of the track then. For the final qualifying heat for the big chairs. I'm not sure exactly what that problem was over on the far side, but all back in the restart. Up and running a pretty equal break. Miles Simmons makes a good start. John Hiscock as a crew that goes in the front. Simon Hill has gone through in the 3rd place with Truin in 4 and Wills in 5. That's the 5 going into the top corner on the opening lap then. Miles Simmons goes wide. John Hiscock Truin's got the 3rd. Truin is in 4. Wills is in 5. Up the back straight they go once again. Miles Simmons in, Kevin Woodley starting to get away then for John Hiscock and Carl Bell, who hold that 2nd place. It's a bit of a problem going up that back straight as John Hiscock lost quite a bit of ground there, but still holds his 2nd place position. It's a combination of Carl Simmons and Wilson is in 4th, Truin is in 4th. And Wilson 5th place, that's the 5. Going up the back straight once again then, really turning on the power as outfit number 9 there, Miles Simmons and Kevin Wood. They're getting away from John Hiscock and Carl Bell now as he last that flag, they're ready for this combination. Hanging on to 3rd, Truin has got the 4th, with Wilson 5th place. Going up the back straight on lap number 4, impressive stuff again from Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Coming out of that final corner, they're going to pick up the winning ride in race number 23. Kevin Woodley gets the winning ride. 2nd place goes to John Hiscock and Carl Bell. 3rd place is Simon Hill, Rick McCauley. 4th place is Joe Truin. 5th place it's Darren Wills. Race 23 result then. A win for number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. 2nd, number 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. And 3rd, number 16, Simon Heel and Rick McCauley. 26 and number 30. There'll be 5 legs for the left-handers, because we've got 4 outfits coming out then for race number 24. And the referee and the jury members go down with the riders to sort out
who is wearing what helmet colour and choosing what gate in the various A, B and C finals. During that time, track preparation work will take place on the track. So away we go then with the fourth leg. It looks as if Martin Dixon again, he's been left, we've got 2 laps behind. This number 133. That is John Whitney again. So Martin Cuff in second. Martin Dixon's finally got going for the first time this afternoon after disasters in the opening 3. He's got going, he's in 3rd place for the moment. But it is Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles who have the advantage and completing that lap, the first lap of this 4th leg on the left-handers. Number 128, Martin Cuff and Steve North in second. Martin Dixon struggling around there, defense ball in the chair. Finally getting his first start of the afternoon. He'll be absolutely delighted about that, but outfit number 5 being pushed back into the pit, so we're left with just the 3 runners in this 4th leg on the left-handers. So it is Williams and Bowles have a clear lead then from Suffolk North in second, Gibson and Penfold are in 3rd. There in this 4th leg on the left-handers, the leader halfway down that back straight. The last lap flag being made ready this time is the leader, who is Williams and Bowles. Take the last lap flag with a big lead then over Cup and North. Second, Dixon, Fold in 3rd. Into the top corner for the final time race, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles increasing in all the time of the Martin Cup and Steve North. The 3rd place rider to round it up there as they go into that pits corner for the final time. It's Ridley and Bowles. Will they lap that 3rd place rider? No, I think they're well tucking behind him, or will they pass him? No, Dixon just going to hang on to that 3rd place without being lapped. Number 130 as Ridley and Bowles get the winning ride in combination number 130. 2nd place goes to Martin Cuff and Steve North, and 3rd place will be Martin Dixon and Mr. Penfold. Just waiting for Paval Ondrasic to come into line there in the white helmet colour, and in blue Michael Haddock. Jim knows one next on the outside with Daniel Winterton next to him. The final up and revving, green light on, away they go, Daniel Winterton. Has made the best off the line, Richard Hall gets that corner first. It's Richard Hall, look at Jim Nobes going round the outside. He's on the shoulder of the 2nd place while they're going to the back straight for the first time. It's all go in this C final. It's Richard Hall who's stolen the march. Tim Nobes now goes through into that 2nd place. Richard Hall leads. Tim Nobes has got the 2nd. It's Kruger who has got the 3rd. We have in 4th place. Ondrasic in 5, Winton in 6. After 6 they go down the back straight. Once again it's the British 1-2 in this C final. Richard Hall leads. Tim Nobes desperately trying to close the gap there. Kroger hangs on to that 3rd. Haddock is in 4. Ondrasic in 5. Winton in 6. Richard Hall leads now completely lap number 2. It's still Jim Nobes holding up 2nd place. Desperately trying to close the gap there. In 2nd place, Haddock has got the 3rd. Ondrasic in 4. Winton in 5. It's Tony Kroger again with machine problem. Was disastrous afternoon. That is been for Tony Kroger as going into that pit corner on lap number 3. It's Richard Hall the lead then, and Jim Nobes holding that 2nd place. Richard Hall is the race leader. Jim Nobes holds that 2nd going into that top corner for the final time. Haddock has got the 3rd. Winton in 4. Ondrasic is back in 5th place as Richard Hall leads going down the back straight for the final time. It's now or never for Tim Nobes. Return to the power on the entry to that pit corner. Richard Hall with 10-15 bike advantage, and Richard Hall wins the C final. Richard Hall wins the C final. 2nd place goes to Tim Nobes. 3rd place is Michael Haddock. 4th place is Daniel Winterton. 5th place is Paval Ondrasic. Yes, they're coming round on the lap of honour. Richard Hall, who's won that C final, leads them round. Show your appreciation there for Richard. Daniel Winterton came to the meeting at the last minute. Tim knows what an afternoon disaster there for Tim. He's finished 2nd in that C final. Paval Ondrasic has not had the happiest of afternoons. And from Czechoslovakia it is Michael Haddock. So that's the 5 riders in the C final. The result then of the C final. Rider number 11, Richard Hall in red, winner, scores 5 points. Rider number 15, Tim Nobes in black and white, finished second, scores 4 points. Rider number 17, Michael Haddock in blue, finished third, scored 3 points. Rider number 19, Daniel Winterton in green, 2 points. Rider number 1, Paval Ondrasic in white, 1 point. Rider number 16, Tony Kroger in yellow, no points. So we've got 2 Dutchmen and 4 Englishmen in this B final. So the prize is to get into that top 2 to go into that crucial A final. And you can get in, if you win the B final or come in second, you go into the A final, and you could come across the line in first place and win that A final. So everything to go for these riders. Woortman has been extremely quick. Lewis Denham has got better and better as the afternoon has gone on. He won his last ride. Paul Cooper always 110%. Tremendous performance by Charlie Saunders, the youngest rider in the field to make this B final. Glenn Phillips hasn't had the best of luck this afternoon. He's in green. And Roy Klassen. 3 minutes for all the riders in the B final. 3 minutes for all riders in the B final. So as they move into the line then, Paul Cooper in red on gate number 1. Lewis Denham in blue on gate number 2. Jeffrey Woortman in white, gate 3. In yellow, gate 4, Charlie Saunders. In green, gate 5, then Phillips. And in black and white, gate 6, Roy Klassen. Those are 6 riders for this B final. To get into the A final, you've got to make the top 2 in this B final. All sorts of possibilities, very equal capabilities amongst these 6 riders in this B final. Roy Klassen just pulled the clutch before settling down on the outside. This is the B final, the crucial race of the day. The B final to get into the A final. Away they go. Paul Cooper has also made a good start with the Lewis Denham lead. Going down the back straight for the first one, Ron in white making a big move. Round the outside, Jeffrey Woortman made a big move. Woortman leads him in Denham in second. Green has now gone through into third place. That's then Phillips picking up that third place. Paul Cooper's in fourth place. Denham gets through on the inside. Woortman and all push wide coming in that Cooper in fourth. Charlie Saunders in fifth place. That's the top go down the back straight. Once again, Lewis Denham has started hard. At the front here, he's Woortman in white in second place. Paul Cooper's got the third. Then Phillips in fourth. Charlie Saunders definitely getting close. They come to complete that lap then. It is Lewis Denham who has the advantage. Holding in second place. Definitely finally get that second place to get him into the A final. He's on the shoulder of Woortman. Woortman makes a mistake. But then that top corner and Paul Cooper goes through on the inside to move through into second place. As Lewis Denham cleared the front, Paul Cooper's now gone through into second place. Woortman's got the third. It's Phillips in fourth. Saunders on his shoulder in fifth place. It's Denham leads him on the corner. It's Cooper in second. Woortman's on the third. It's Phillips in fourth. Saunders getting ever closer. Denham has stolen him off. Going back straight once again. Big Cooper controls that down second place. Woortman's got the third. Charlie Saunders now gone through the fourth and looking at third place at Woortman. As Lewis Denham wins the B final. Second place goes to Paul Cooper. Desperately tight for third and fourth. Woortman comes together. They cross the line together. Woortman and Saunders absolutely together. They shot across the line. Phillips finishes in fifth place. Tremendous B final. What a superb performance by the Englishman. Into first and second places. Roy Klassen comes across the line in sixth place, but Lewis Denham and Paul Cooper, they got through to that prestigious A final. Denham got through on the inside on the first corner. Paul Cooper really had to work for that. Woortman made a mistake on that top corner on the second lap, and Paul Cooper outside. So fabulous action there in the B final. Show your appreciation. Paul Cooper leads them round. Rider number 18, he's made the A final. Masters champion Lewis Denham back to his best in Cornwall again. He's also made the A final. Woortman has rode superb this afternoon. Then we've got Charlie Saunders. What a tremendous performance. And finally Roy Klassen leads them round on the lap of honour. Right, word down from the referee, the official result of the B final. First place, 5 points, rider number 7 in blue, Lewis Denham. Second place in red, 4 points, number 18, Paul Cooper. Third place, rider number 5, Jeffrey Woortman. Fourth place, rider number 13, Charlie Saunders. Fifth place, rider number 4, Glenn Phillips. And sixth place, rider number 6, Roy Classens. Right, we should now be moving on then to the sidecar B final. Sidecar B final. Number 16, 13, 91, 30, 8, and number 3. That's Simon Hill, Rick McCauley, Joe Sturtridge, Lee Toms, Lee Hicks, Phil Collier, Darren Wilkes, Dave Williams, Phil Sims, Gareth Bemister, Andy Gribble, Mark Truscott. Those are the riders we're looking for the 1000 sidecar B final. We're away there with this sidecar B final. Apologies for being late picking them up. We just sorted out the results of the B final and coming by for the first Simon Healer's got the third. Lee Hicks is in fourth place up to 4 as they go into that pitch corner for the first time then. It's Joe Sturtridge stolen a march to the front of this B final for the big chairs then. Red flags are out, open over on this bottom corner. Red flags are out for this B final of the 1000cc sidecars. Looks like Simon Heal and Rick McCauley have gone over on that bottom corner. Let's hope they are going to be okay. We've gone for the day without these serious accidents, but Simon Heal went down in a big way there on that pitch corner. Tyrrell Brothers, the builders, just got the 3 outfits going out this. Oh my word, Darren Wilkes has gone over in a big way. Do we have a red flag? Yes we do indeed. Oh dear, the outfit completely off the ground there in the rerunning of this, the sidecar final. They've gone virtually all day without any problems, and now we have what could be a major problem over on that far side there. Outfit completely off the ground there, and as it about 30 yards from the starting line, so it's all starting to go wrong as far as accidents are concerned in this sidecar B final. Right, once this A final is finished, there will be the rerun of the sidecar B final. Then we have the sidecar A final. And then we have the 5th and final leg of the left-handers. That's how the meeting will be completed. That's fresh from the clerk of the course on the middle of the track. Right, on we go then to this A final, the European semi-final A final. We've got on gate number 1 in red, Jerome Laspanase. In blue next to him, Paul Hurry. In white, Christian Hulshorst. In black and white, right on the outside, Theo di Palma. In green, Lewis Denham. In yellow, Paul Cooper. This is what this day's racing has been all about. It's all down to this one race for first, second and third in the A final of the European solo semi-final. Engine begins to move, the green light comes on. They get away, who gets away in first? Vincent made a cracking start. What is he going out top 20? Yes, he does. Paul Hurry. Look at the speed round the outside. The riding white Christian Hulshorst very much in contention going down the back straight. It's Lipinski on the inside. Paul Hurry making a move around the outside. Hulshorst is in third place. He lost the rider upon that top corner as they come by the completely open lap then. It's Lipinski into the Hulshorst in third. Two fitters in fourth. Denham is in five. That's the top five and they stream to the back straight once again. It is Lipinski clear at the front end. The Paul Hurry's closed the gap to go into that pits corner once again. 3 bikes between. Filling into as they roar into that pits corner. It's Lipinski has the advantage then from Hurry holding that second place. Going in to that top corner. Lipinski is clear the front. Hurry's on the second. Hulshorst hands on the third. Paul Cooper trying everything he knows to get into that top 3 as they race into the pits corner once again. The last lap flag being made ready for Jerome Laspanase. He's clear the front of the 400. Into third place, the Brits back in second and third places as the Laspanase leads going to the back straight. 44-time Hurry has got the second. Tremendous ride by Cooper to get to the third. Hulshorst comes again looking for third place of Paul Cooper. But Jerome Laspanase wins the A final. Second place is Paul Hurry. Terrific ride by Paul Cooper to get the third. Hulshorst in 4. Denham is in 5. And Di Palma is in 6th place. So Jerome Laspanase has won this semi-final, 8th final with an absolutely scintillating ride. Paul Hurry tried everything he knew to get at him. He threw everything he could at him. Tremendous ride there by Paul Cooper to get round the outside of Christian Hulshorst upon that top corner. I'm sure they'll come round on a lap of honour. So please show your appreciation. Jerome Laspanase is the winner of this European A final. Tremendous ride there by Jerome. Christian Hulshorst coming across the line there in 4th place. Paul Hurry, former European champion, gets in 2nd place. What a terrific ride there by Paul Cooper. Got round the edge of Christian Hulshorst, Lewis Denham and Theo di Palma. So an absolutely fantastic A final. Tremendous win there by the Frenchman. The Brits packing in 2nd and 3rd places. So a dramatic and superb solo A final. Right, the result then of the solo A final is a win in red for rider number 10, Jerome Laspanase. Second in blue, rider number 3, Paul Hurry. Third in yellow, rider number 18, Paul Cooper. Fourth in white, rider number 14, Christian Hulshorst. Fifth in green, rider number 7, Lewis Denham. And sixth in black and white, rider number 2, Theo di Palma. We now go on then to the Sidecar A final, sponsored by County Crest Pallets, one of our main sponsors this afternoon. And the A final is race number 28 on the programme. Number 9, Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley. Number 11, James and Dave Googe. Number 98, Joe Mogg and John Cutler. 184, John Hiscock, Carl Bell. Number 60, Richard Thomas, Jason Barry. And number 26, Joe Trowin and Duncan Peter. So that Darren Peters. So that is the A final. Again, this will be a straight race. First across the line is the winner of the A final. Number 9, Miles Simmons. Number 11, James Googe. 98, Joe Mogg. 184, John Hiscock. 60, Richard Thomas. And 26, Joe Trowin. Those are the 6 outfits then for this A final. It is a straight race. Simmons, I think, just been beaten once this afternoon. That was by Richard Thomas. Richard at the moment circling the track there. We've got a few problems before going towards the back of the starting area. Miles Simmons really has been a man to catch in this 2010 season. Has put together some tremendous results. But Richard on his day, isn't he? And of course the Googe brothers, such a promising crew. I know from the Midlands we don't see too much of them, but they're getting a reputation up there as well because they've rode at Worcester. They've been invited to ride in the Bewdley Bonanza, and they are a young crew, and they are building themselves quite a big reputation. John Hiscock can never be discounted. Joe Mogg has been in the thick of the action all the afternoon as well, and Joe Cowan as the air ambulance goes away with the injured rider. We hope that rider is going to be okay. We have not had any news on exactly what has happened there. So up and running there with the Sidecar A final. Miles Simmons making a cracking start. Richard Thomas is last away. That could be disaster. John Hiscock hasn't been the best of start. He's trying to get through in the third place. Have we got 8 blocks to go there upon that top corner? Miles Simmons is racing it. Going on a complete to go through there. Richard Thomas has come for nowhere to go through. Into 4th place. They got the back straight once again. Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley have stolen the mark to the front. They're clear from the Goose Brothers holding that 2nd place. John Hiscock coming under tremendous pressure from Richard Thomas. That race the 3rd and 4th places. Richard Thomas has come from absolutely nowhere to get through in the 4th place. It's Miles Simmons from Goose holding that 2nd. John Hiscock firmly hanging on the 3rd. Richard Thomas trying to find the line. John Hiscock, Grant Trowan has got that 3rd place. Richard Thomas almost throwing to John Hiscock going up the back straight once again. This is where the main action is for that 3rd and 4th place. As we see Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley, they're clear at the front, coming on to start the last lap this time. Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley out to number 9. From the Duke is holding that 2nd place. Richard Thomas trying to get his followers. Challenging blow on John Hiscock again for that 3rd place position. As Simmons clear going up the back straight, Googes consolidating that 2nd. Look at John Hiscock has got enough to hang on to that 3rd place. Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley negotiate that top corner for the final time. It's Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Sidecar A final. 2nd place, tremendous ride again for the Goose Brothers. John Hiscock hangs on to 3rd. Richard Thomas gets 4th. Joe Trowan is in 5th place. So tremendous 1000cc Sidecar A final. Obviously we lost Joe Mogg somewhere on the circuit during that A final. I'm sure the lads will come round on their lap of honour. Miles Simmons, he really is a class act in 2010. Richard Thomas again, dreadful start, left himself with an awful lot to do there. Chased and chased to try and improve on 4th place, but couldn't do it, so they're on the back straight on their lap of honour. So applaud them round once again. A good result for the Googe boys again. They are building a tremendous reputation in this 1000cc sidecar class, so please show your appreciation for the 1000cc sidecars. Tremendous stuff. So show your applause there for the sidecar lads in the A final. Terrific entertainment again from the 1000 chairs, as it always is, all for the length and breadth of the country every Sunday afternoon. So James and Dave Googe, they come round leading the parade round. They picked up a superb 2nd place again this afternoon. James and Dave Googe, and we got John Hiscock and Carl Bell. Mr. Trellin comes round there with Darren Potter in the chair. That's 3 of the outfits round, and we're looking then for Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley to come round in their lap of honour. They've won the 1000 chairs this afternoon. So outfit number 9, the outfit Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. They have won the 1000 chairs this afternoon. Tremendous performance by Miles and Kevin, the big chair winners in this support class for the European semi-final. And this is the 5th leg of the 1000cc left-handers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 coming out then for this 5th leg. Let's hope we can get the 4 going then for the final race of this action-packed day. Once again, on behalf of Mid Cornwall Grasstrack Club, thank you very much for being with us and supporting this UEM semi-final this afternoon. If you do have to rush away, I know a lot of people got a long way to go home. Have a safe journey, and thanks very much for being with us. Up and running then with the final heat of the day. Back to the first, I think all 4 outfits get away. But it's number 130, that's Johnny Ridley and Steve Bond have made a good start. He's taken number 128, they have been most of the afternoon. That's Martin Cuff and Steve North. That's the top 2 going in the back straight for the first time. Good to see that Martin Dixon's got the outfit going again. He's back in 4th place. But it is the 130 outfit of Ridley and Bowes that have been in charge most of the afternoon. They look to be in charge now as they complete the opening lap. Good race going on there for 2nd and 3rd. There's looking up the again for 1 to 8. Copper's got the 2nd place, number 5. They hold the 3rd place position, going in the back straight once again. It is the outfit of number 130, that's Charles Ridley and Steve Bowles. Well clear then from Martin Cuff and Steve North in second place. They start to spread a little bit more now. Number 5 out, Mr. Hall's that third place position. Just put in that one then. It's still 1 to 8 off to the second. The front ball hang on to that third. We've got Martin Dixon fourth place. But the leader is getting well clear at the front. Almost a nasty moment there coming out of that pits corner. The last that flag being made ready then for the final race of the day for outfit number 130. The action Charlie Ridley and Steve Ball from 1 to 8. Martin Dixon the 5 defence ball closer in third. Martin Dixon hanging on to that fourth place position. As down the back straight they go for the final time then. Coming out of that final corner, complete the action for this afternoon. Number 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Balls win the fifth leg of the left-handers. It'll be desperately tight there for second and third. Just hanging on to second place is Martin Cuff and Steve North. And the fence ball through number 5 pick up third place with Martin Dixon, outfit number 76, coming across the line in that fourth place position. Final race of the day then, a win for number 130, that's Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. Second number 128, Martin Cuff and Steve North. And third number 5, Penfold and Penfold. Fourth number 76. That does conclude the action for today. Once again we hope you've enjoyed this European solo semi-final.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start the presentation. Just before we start, I think we ought to congratulate the Mid Cornwall Premier Grasstrack Club on the fantastic job they've done. They won an absolutely fantastic Masters last year. They're way down here on the limb. They've gambled on putting on this European semi-final this afternoon. We've had some fantastic racing. Please, big round of applause, Chris Tyrrell, one of the main men, and his gang, who have done this absolutely fantastic job of this for Mid Cornwall again. They come up trumps again this afternoon. I know he's a very shy man, Chris, he doesn't like the praise, but he's put in a lot of work for this meeting. First of all, before we introduce the riders, could we have a referee up on the area, please? Big round of applause for Suzanne, come all the way from Austria to referee. Now, I know you didn't want to do this, Suzanne, but Dickie has just asked me if you would like to say your thoughts on this afternoon's meeting.
I would like to thank everybody of the club, the riders, officials, everybody for this great meeting. It was a great experience to referee a Grasstrack meeting. We don't have Grasstrack in Austria, that's a shame, because I really like Grasstrack. I like Cornish food as well, because I had great pastries yesterday and today. And I'd like to congratulate all the winners and all the qualifiers, and of course all the others as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Big round of applause for Suzanne. Thank you very much indeed. Have a safe journey home. It's been a pleasure to have you working with us in Cornwall this afternoon. Thank you very much. Right then, we move on then to the top 3. To present the medal for and the laurels for the top 3 is Dickie Staff, Commission Member of this UEM. Dickie, if you'd like to come forward, please. You are going to be presenting the third place laurels and the superb trophy and the champagne as well. Dickie, we'll put you on the spot now. You made Susanna. It's gone pretty well this afternoon, Dickie, hasn't it?
It's been a fabulous event. It's a great advertisement for track racing in general, and again, I'd really like to endorse what you've said and to thank the Mid Cornwall Premiership Club. They've done a fantastic job. They've worked many hours in preparing this. As you say, they're out on a limb here, and they've put together a fantastic event, something that the ACU and also the UEM are extremely proud of. So well done to all the club members. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for those very kind words, Dickie. Right, in third place, and I'm sure I'm going to get some stick. I got some stick in the beer tent last night at the riders' presentation. Absolutely fantastic performance. He chased after Christian, he overhauled him with a superb move on the outside of that top corner. Sheffield Speedway star, Paul Cooper.
to see you in Larry.
You will, thank you very much.
Well done, mate.
Cheers now.
Fantastic. Oh, how could I forget?
Thank you.
Well done.
Well, have a quick word with Paul. This could be quite interesting. Paul, fantastic. Christian really made you work for that third place, didn't he?
Yeah, it was good finally. You know, just before we start, just a credit to the club for running the meeting, and the track got better and better as the day went on, and they put a lot of effort into rolling it, and a lot of work's gone on here. So thank you very much for the Cornwall club for running it. But yeah, the final was great. You know, I'd done enough just to get into the European final. So the A final was kind of a bonus, and made a half decent start. I managed to catch Christian and get round him, which. You don't do too often with Christian because he gets a bit loose, but yeah, it was good. Just couldn't catch the guys in front though. They'd gone, and fair play to Jerome. He was on it today, and well done for winning the final.
For the uninitiated, what do you mean when he gets a bit loose?
He sometimes, well, you know, gets a bit loose, doesn't he? You know? I don't know how to put it into words, but he gets a bit loose.
It was certainly a hair-raising moment going on the outside of that top corner.
I thought I passed him here.
I thought you went round him. You started again. I thought you went round him up there.
Well, whichever corner I went round him, and the job was done.
Ladies and gentlemen, superb third performance. He's there in Larry Hall. Paul Cooper. Thank you, Paul. Now I'd like to call up the president of the Cornwall ACU, Mr. Norman Trebilcock. Is that Trebilcock?
Number one paramedic.
Norman is the president of the Cornwall ACU. Now, before we have a word with Norman, he is president of the ACU. What a lot of people don't know is he's been one of the paramedics on duty this afternoon, and it's thanks to this man's tremendous work dealing with the injured sidecars that we were able to get the air ambulance in, get it away, and still continue with the meeting. So Norman, many thanks. Big round of applause for Norman. Fantastic effort this afternoon. MBE, I'm told by Crystal. MBE, so there you go. Norman, fantastic afternoon.
It was lovely racing. We really enjoyed ourselves until about the 3 from the end, wasn't it? And then all hell went loose, didn't it? Eh? We had one down at this end, 3 came off there, but 2 came off and another one injured. Then the next race, it just went chaos, and we've still got one in the back of the ambulance now. Darren, by the way, as I know you all feel for him, he had a good flight, he enjoyed the flight. It was the landing that messed him up.
What was the movement?
It looks as if he's hurt his leg on this side and on this side, so we flew him down because he's possibly got 2 fractures. We don't know that for certain. We'll find out when they've done the x-rays, but he's gone off quite comfortable on the helicopter. Yeah, so there you go. Without further ado, I'll pass you back.
Thank you very much, Norman. Again, many congratulations on the effort as being paramedic and doing a super job. In second place, a tremendous performance. He went through the heats unbeaten. We thought it was going to be his day again. Former winner of this European crown. Good to see him back fit. Good to see him in superb grass track action. Second place, Paul Hurley.
Are you going to get up there? I'm not going to kiss you. Yeah? Cool. And you got me down.
Paul, tremendous afternoon's racing. Obviously unbeaten in the heats. You must have thought possibly you've got that final.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I've got a puncture in one of them, so I have a third. But yeah, it's okay. Really nice track to ride, and obviously Chris and the team looked after it. And yeah, it's an enjoyable day.
2 tremendous races with Jerome, and apologies, of course, he was leading when he got that puncture. What exactly happened there, Paul?
I don't know. I think I either caught a rat or something, and just twisted off the rim. So it's one of those things, and that happened in the final.
And obviously, 2 tremendous races with Jerome this afternoon.
Yeah, full credit to Jerome. He's an up-and-coming youngster, and he gets it wrapped, and he's a job to sort of stay with.
Now, if you'd like to plug your own meeting at your big event in a couple of weeks' time?
Yeah, obviously the Masters is going to be a big thing. There's a lot of effort goes into it. Obviously, every grass that people put on, there's a lot of effort, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be a safe and good day.
And looking forward to the final in Larry Hall and hoping to regain your crown.
Yeah, yeah, it would be nice just to sort of year out. I've had a bit of a horrid time with grass tracks and speedway at the moment, so as long as I can put it on the straight and narrow, then yeah, we're well and good.
Ladies and gentlemen, second place, Paul Hurry. To present the awards to the winner, we are very proud to have with us this afternoon the ACU Track Racing Chairman, the man who's taken the sport forward so much in just over 12 months he's been in the job. Super guy, Mr. Peter Gregory.
Super guy, one of your tenants. Well done, Pauls.
Peter, fantastic afternoon's racing.
It's been a brilliant day. I mean, a lot of people are praising Chris. It's actually Chris's wife that's done all of the work this week. It's a fantastic track in a fantastic layout, and the track got better and safer to race on throughout the day. And it's a tribute to both the guys that prepared the track and the guys that race on it, because it was safe and fair throughout the day.
There you go, you can't get better than that. So, the winner of the semi-final this afternoon, absolutely fantastic performance. And if the interpreter lady would like to come forward, please, it will be greatly appreciated. Please, a big round of applause. Jerome Laspanase, do we have the, I was told there was a lady that would interpret for me, please, thank you.
Shall I go first? You carry on.
Right, Laura is going to do the interpreting for me. Would you like to ask Jerome if he's enjoyed the meeting this afternoon for me?
La course parfaite.
Parfait. C'était parfait avec quelques boîtes, mais voilà, tout c'était parfait.
He felt that the track was quite difficult at the beginning, but then it was perfect for him.
And he had two tremendous races with Paul, one in the heat and again in the final. He had two tremendous races with Paul Hurry, one in the heats and again in the final. Paul made him race very hard to get the win this afternoon.
Que ça difficile de gagner pour lui, c'était super bien. He's happy because it's the first time he win a race like that. So he's very happy, and on Tuesday he had a great race in Marmon, so it's a perfect week for him.
And obviously the added bonus, the final will be in his own country in France in 2 weeks' time.
Je suis contente de faire sa finale en France dans 2 semaines.
Ah oui, et il est champion d'Europe.
He's very happy to be in France for the final, and he hopes to be the champion, European champion. It's going to be difficult for him. He's going to try.
There you go. Thank you very much indeed. Please, your winner, Jerome Laspanase. Thank you very, very much indeed. Would you please now stand for the French national anthem? Show your appreciation for your 1, 2, 3 in this European semi-final this afternoon. Thanks for being with us. Don't forget Tallington next week for the FIM 125 and 250 championship as well. It's Tallington legs. BZHC Retrievers, Paul and Jerome sharing the champagne. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, your third place rider Paul Cooper, your second place rider Paul Hurry, and your winner Jerome Laspanase. Fantastic week for Jerome. Fifth in Marmande and Tuesday now wins this European semi-final. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much for all our sponsors and Candy Crest Pallets, Kelly's Ice Cream, Trelawney Scaffolding and all the other sponsors. Please look for your programme. Without those people we couldn't put on this fantastic meeting. Thank you very much indeed. Have a safe journey home. Thank you.